Tiny tools. Haven't done a video on any new ones here lately, and here I have a new one. This was provided to me by a company called Kaiweets. I guess that's the way you pronounce it. K-A-I-W-E-E-T-S, Kaiweets. That's the model ES21 electric screwdriver set, and it's for working on tiny things, so this is a tiny tool. And sometimes you need tiny tools to work with small things. For example, if you're working on let's say a laptop, there's a ton of screws to take out to get like the back off the laptop, and if you're doing the manual thing there, it's going to take you a while. These greatly speed things up. I have a couple of other brands that have worked fine. But we're going to check this one out, see what all we got with it. I know it comes with a whole bunch of bits. It's a 64-piece set. And I have not taken this out of the box yet. And we have a USB charging cable. And a little magnetic thing there. Magnetize your bits. Got a user manual. And for mobile phone, repair tools, screw memory mat. This is magnetic. Of course, the mat I have on my table here is also magnetic. But I'll get you over here closer. You can get a closer look at this. And I have a little sound mixer here that has a bad ground loop in it home. I'm going to open it up and try to find out what it is. And it's got little tiny screws. So this would be a good thing to try it out on. This is USB-C charging. This little slip case for it here, and it does more or less latch in there. You can just push again to take it back out. You got a port right here for the charging, and hopefully this has a charge in it, otherwise I'm going to be putting this on the charger right away. It also comes with a little pair of tweezers, forceps, whatever you want to call them, and another little spatula tool if you're taking plastic covers off. They all fit real nice down into the case here. Has a power button right here. Turn it on, it'll give you your battery level, and I've got all 4 lights, so that must mean it's got a light on the end there. You can kind of see what you're doing a little better. So I'm going to need a small Phillips here. If they're tight, you're going to have to loosen them up first manually. The battery isn't strong enough to do that, but none of them are. This is meant for taking the screws out. Now to magnetize your tip so that you can pick up screws like I just wanted to do there. There's a plus and a minus here. You want to go on the plus side and just rub your bit back and forth through there several times. That'll magnetize the bit so that it'll pick that screw up. Like so. That's especially important when you got a real deep recess like on the back of the sound card here. Of course, I'm not here to do a video on how to repair a sound card, but a couple screws on the circuit board here, we can take those off. And then to put it back together, it's just reverse operation. And it's nice when your tip is magnetized, it'll hold the screw for you. Here you would just use the forward arrow. You can also use it as a conventional screwdriver. This works exceptionally well when you have a real deep recess, like I have on the back side of this sound card here. See, that's way down there. And the little lights on the end are helpful too when you're trying to see down in a hole. And just like that, we got her back together. So what all bits come with this? Try to give you a little bit of a close-up there. A lot of variety there. Clutch head, Phillips, Torx, straight spanner, diamond, I should say triangle. And you can get really, really tiny on the Phillips side over here. Which it does come with an instruction sheet. No, don't panic. English is on this side. And so it gives you your LED battery display, and I mean it's pretty self-explanatory. And again, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And there's arrows on the front of this, so you're going to take the screw out or you're going to put the screw in. And then you have the light button that turns your light on and off. So there it is, the Kaiweets miniature electric screwdriver set. I mean, this thing works great. As you saw there, didn't have any problem working with the screws. This fits, whoops, upside down. This fits right back into the case. It's got a hole on the end where you can plug your charging cable into. And I don't believe this fits in the case. I don't see where it would anywhere. But the little magnetizer is a handy thing to have, and of course this little magnetic card will hold your screws. But the magnetic card doesn't fit in the case, so you have to keep that out separate. Otherwise, all this just, boom, goes together. You're good to go. So, there, tiny tools. Haven't done anything on them in a while. They had sent me this, and I was wondering what I was going to work on, and then I had this sound card that had a ground loop hum in, which I did find was a cold solder joint, so that's been fixed. Didn't show that. That's a whole different thing there. Took me a while to figure out what it was. So if you got anything out of this, appreciate getting a thumbs up. Always helps the channel. Roger in the shop. There'll be a link in the description on where to get one of these. See you in the next one.